Testing, testing, testing. Uh-oh, you can hear me, but you can't see me. Let's get this sorted out. Hey guys, it's DC here, and yeah, I thought I'd just have a little chat and basically have a chat with you guys, see what's going on. I haven't really been in a live stream for a couple of days now, so yeah, I thought now would be as good a time as any to basically have a chat with you all and see what's been going on. So who have we got in here so far? We got Pratish Nat Valal says, hey, what's up? Status Guru, welcome to the chat. William Tarrant, what's up, dude? Welcome again. Status Guru says, so how are you? I'm fantastic. It's 7:30 p.m. I just had some dinner. I bought some new beer today. It's a Byron Bay Brewery, which is a pretty local beer for me. So yeah, just something a little bit fun to something different basically to get this stream going. It might lag a little bit because I'm currently exporting a video for tomorrow night. So hopefully once that's done, this will get a little bit faster and easier. So, but yeah, drop some questions in the chat. What we got here? Anurag Bakir, welcome. Welcome everyone. Eduardo A, hello. Hi. Jack O, what's up? Sup, mate? Welcome. I'm from Australia. If you hadn't guessed before, I'm an Aussie, and yeah, quarantine's going pretty good here at the moment. They're actually easing up all of the stay-at-home quarantine stuff, which is great. But yeah, it is what it is. Muhammad Ali, hi, welcome. I'm currently, actually, something mildly interesting. I'm currently installing Parrot on this bad boy for a video next week, which is going to be a review of Parrot OS. I've never done a review of Parrot OS because I think it's a lesser operating system, honestly, to Kali Linux. But yeah, I thought I'd do a review on this operating system and see how it goes. Alrighty, so this should get much better soon. Hopefully the lag stops sometime soon. But yeah, no promises there. This computer does struggle on the old live streams. If you guys do want to join the voice chat, jump on my Discord server, and there's a link in the description. Jump on Discord. If you're not already on the server, create a Discord account, get into my server. Down the bottom, there's a voice chat text, and there's a thing in there called DC After Dark, which is the voice chat I'm in. Jump in there, and yeah, we can have a chat. Eduardo says he has a question about the course, how the internships would be. Yeah, there's a lot of questions around how these internships are all going to work. So I might answer that now before everyone basically leaves. So the internships are awarded to people based on region, if they've already got a job or not. So if you have a job already in IT, you're probably not going to get an internship, but that's not saying you won't. It's just saying you're less likely to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So then you submit your LinkedIn profile to the there's a thing in the Discord where you submit your profile basically. So your LinkedIn profile and a paragraph about why you think you would be a good pick for whatever companies are in there. So I'm still getting companies in there at the moment, so don't bother posting because no one's going to read it yet. And yeah, those guys will then read your posts in the Discord server on like what you've been up to and your employment history or study history or whatever it is you've got. And then they'll pick and choose who they want for their internship programs. I'm just sort of creating a link in between the students that I have in my Discord server and these companies that are looking for people to fill their internship positions. So it's not me providing the internships as such. It's me getting the companies that I know and the students that I know to come together to have a little harmony and internship program. So that's basically how it works. They are all unpaid internships though, so don't expect to get paid. And it depends on time zones a lot as well. So a lot of them that I'm contacting at the moment is in Australia. So the time zones are going to be a little bit whacked out. So I'm going to be trying to very soon get in contact with some guys in the US to hopefully bring on some interns. So yeah, think of it more as like work experience rather than anything else. Keen to check out the video. I've seen some parrot popping up a fair bit lately. Yeah, yeah. It's just another tool, to be honest. Like, if you are comfortable using Kali Linux, then just use Kali. Like I am. I grew up basically in cybersecurity with Kali, so obviously I feel a little bit more comfortable with Kali, but yeah, Parrots, it's just another tool to get the job done. So, what is real profession? I don't know what that means. Any hope? South Africa? Yes, yeah. There's I actually know a developer in. I actually know a couple of developers in South Africa who are potentially looking for interns for they're mostly small businesses. Just heads up, they're all sort of like small to medium sized businesses. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what companies come up and what they want. There's no guarantee spot of internship, but you know, I'm basically doing the best I can with these companies and with this course. So it's more about the coursework than the internship. Don't consider the internship the grand prize of all. Just consider it something that's, if you do get into that program, that's great. If you don't, I'm sorry, but there's always next time, and it's a constantly ongoing thing. So don't stress out, basically. Talk about how to do recon and the tools you use the most. Yeah, maybe not. I've done a few videos about recon already. Oh, sorry, I'm so salty I just had some food. Yeah, so yeah, have a look at those videos instead. I don't want to reiterate what I've already said before. Linus, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Hopefully it's not lagging out too bad. How did you get started in cybersecurity and what certifications have you completed? I've actually got 2 videos on exactly that, and I will go on. I should have already brought these up before because I always get asked these questions. I might just give you my LinkedIn profile so you can go and find me there, and you can see exactly what certifications I have. So bear with me 1 second and I'll bring that up. My computer is going extremely slowly because I'm currently exporting a video as well as live stream at the same time, which I know on this computer is a terrible idea, but here we are. There we go. What do we got? Bro, you're a real hacker. One time, please hack me. No, I'm not hacking. Chong Nguyen, thanks. You're welcome. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but yeah, thanks. Thanks nonetheless. Cheers, and you're welcome. Subscribe to TryHackMe the other day. It's been super helpful learning the basics so far. I told you all that I don't just pull these these websites out of thin air. They are actually really good resources to get amongst. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you're finding it good, but I am glad also that you are enjoying their coursework and their different options, basically. I'm gonna see if I can get some people from Discord to join in. Just spam everyone real quick. Alright. What else we got? Status Guru says, please teach me hacking. Yeah, just follow my course. There's a whole section in there on ethical hacking, which you can do. So, yeah, have a look at that. Hey mate, I'd like to seek an advice. I'm working as a network engineer and taking EJPT. Does this guarantee me to work on the cybersecurity field? Nothing guarantees you to work in the cybersecurity field. So yeah, it's entirely up to you, basically. So yeah, I mean, like, if it's like asking, you know, if I can jump from my chair to my table, does that make me eligible to work in a circus? No, not really. Like, yeah, you can do a pretty cool trick, but it doesn't make you a circus act. So it depends on where you are and what other certifications you have, what your experience is, and exactly what role you're going for in cybersecurity. There's quite a bit more to it than that. So, yeah. This guy says, hey bro, love from Punjab, India. Hello Punjab, India. What's up? Oh, we got someone in the voice chat. It's the Sniper 909. He's muted and he's got his audio turned off, but that's okay. When he eventually comes back in, we can have a chat. For anyone who's interested in joining the voice chat, jump on Discord. Down the bottom, click on DC After Dark and join that voice chat, and you'll go straight in. You can talk directly with me and everyone on this live stream. Don't forget to get your likes in. I can see 21 people on the stream, 11 likes. Let's get some more likes happening here to help boost my channel a little bit. Sounds like your audio's on, the Sniper.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maybe he can't hear me. That's okay. This guy says, is certificate really matters in the field of cybersecurity? CEH, Security Plus, etc. The CEH is pretty average, to be honest. The Security Plus is a good cert to have, though. Definitely worth getting. Status Guru, also from India. Yep. Thanks. That's good. Thanks for watching. Tech Boss, hi sir. Noel from India. Another Indian. What's up? There's a lot of Indians in the chat today. This is great. I'm a cybersecurity student. Awesome. Congratulations on taking your step into cybersecurity and doing something super fun. It's a very rewarding career once you get into it. So, yeah, good to see you. Inderpreet Singh says, are you a bug bounty hunter? Not really. No, I don't really do bug bounties. I don't have time for it. I focus mainly on pen tests of actual systems. So I do a lot of like red team ops, where I go out to businesses and pen test their environment, as well as try to infiltrate their network and pretend to be one of their staff, and then try and hack the network from inside and do external audits on them as well and stuff like that. So a little bit different to bug bounties, but still pretty fun. And it all falls under this cybersecurity umbrella, so it's good fun. Ugh. First time drinking this beer. It's something. Yeah. It's an interesting beer, to say the least. Oh man, I really hope this this video finishes exporting sometime soon. I might just cancel it. It's taking forever. It's been going for like an hour almost. Alright, let's read it. There's some more comments coming in here. I'll just quickly swap between my screens. Alright. I'm also from India. Just started my ethical hacking course from Hacking or Similar. It's cool. Life of Gene. Hey, I want to learn malware reversing, but I don't know where to start. Please assist. There's some software in Kali Linux where, yeah, you can reverse engineer malware in there. Hey, voice chat people, how's it going?
Hello?
Who we got? The sniper. I'm not sure what he's saying. All I can hear is his TV. I might have to mute him.
Yeah, you can.
Yep, I'm gonna have to mute him. Sorry. Okay, where was I with these questions? Well, okay. Dennis Hacker from India. Need to learn password cracking. Can you tell me something? Sure. Mark Alexander says, hi, thanks for doing the videos. I was wondering what you thought were the best resources to better understand the background of some vulnerabilities, for instance, understanding the different platforms. I would say the best way to learn about vulnerabilities is to go to VulnHub or to also look up the exploit database on, just Google exploit database and have a look at all those different exploits in there. They give pretty good descriptions on each. We got some people in the voice chat here. We got Komodo Warren. What's up, man?
How are you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm on a live stream at the moment, so your voice is going out live to the live stream as well.
I've seen the live stream. The live stream seems to be delayed by like a minute or so. It's kind of confusing when you join in at first.
Yeah. It's always got a lag on it. I'm not sure why. I think it's just how YouTube live stream works, but hey, that's okay. We've got a whole bunch of questions in here if you want to help me answer them.
Sure.
So let's have a look.
For those in chat that don't know me, I work as an IT security specialist in Europe, and this is from Australia.
Yes. Yeah. And Komodo, from the conversations I've had with him, he's a very knowledgeable guy. So get your questions in, because I've got help for once. I don't have to answer them all on my own, which is awesome. All right, let me see. Can you tell me how to make a rubber ducky and make a payload to it and use it? There's a bunch of tutorials online on exactly how to do that. You can just Google it basically, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of resources. There's a really good one on medium.com, which is like a blogging website. Have a look at that, and it literally tells you step by step exactly what to do. Do you have any reference sites to get Cisco books? I'm a network security student and can't find any of the books I need. Usually the library at wherever you're studying will supply those books to you. Even
also,
like,
if you're studying networking, actually Cisco offers a thing called NetAccount, which is you need a login that your school will probably provide, and in there all Cisco resources are, nearly all of them are freely accessible that you need for the first 2 years. So if you do a CCNA, you'll have everything you need for it in there. If you do a CCNP, then you'll actually have to get stuff from outside of it.
yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, let's have a look at another question. Hey DC, will you name some advanced cybersecurity courses that I should pursue? I'm from India. Do you mean like advanced past what level? I need a base to judge what your I guess, version of advanced is. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to answer. What was another question here? Hey GC, I want to know how any input method handle the data in background. Is there any way to know that? What? I want to know how any input method handle the data in background. I'm not entirely sure what that question means, to be honest.
What he means is if you have an input field or input method somewhere into some program, how the data is handled in the background. The answer to that is by default no. However, you can do some timing attacks where you measure the response between different things and do the same timing attacks on a system you have built on your own and then compare if they're the same. So what you do if you want to do, it's called blind SQL injection. You have an SQL database of your own and you do blind injections and then you measure time differences. Because if a table doesn't exist, the system will respond faster than if a table exists and you'll have permissions to access it.
Yeah, right. I didn't think that's what the question was at all. I thought it was something completely different, but sweet. That's a good answer, actually. Why is there so much inflow of money in bug bounties? I reckon that's actually a bit of a misconception, to be honest. I think you only hear about the big bounties that are awarded. You don't hear about all the small ones or all the rejected ones as well. So I think the majority are actually pretty low paying.
Actually, I've even heard a lot of people claiming that are more advanced in the field that bug bounties, at least the public ones, are straight up scams because of how low they actually award stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's companies out there that will pay about double to triple that in private programs, and some of them even more with questionable ethics.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I saw as well. Like, if I could, someone was asking me the other day, if I could choose between being a bug bounty professional or a network security engineer, which would I take? And I said, definitely network security, because it's like that's a stable job, it's a stable income, and it just seems like a better option, to be completely honest. Whereas with your bug bounties, you're likely to maybe not make money for months. It's tricky.
Bug bounties is also, even if you're good at bug bounty, I know a guy that does bug bounties, he used to do it full time, and the problem is the stable income after taxes is actually horrible because of the way taxes work in certain countries. So even if you end up making $100,000 in a year from bug bounties, which is, if you're good at it, something you can expect on average,
Yeah.
you still have the problem that that's an average, and on years where you're higher, you pay a lot more taxes, and on years where you're lower, you can't really compensate it. And that's after having like 5 years of experience in it.
That's yeah.
Even with 100,000 income in bug bounty, you can still say, if you have 5 years of experience in such a thing, why don't you go to somewhere like London, where you will get 100,000 for cybersecurity with 5 years of experience any day in the week?
Exactly. You will get a lot more than $100,000 as well. You'd be making absolute bank. So, let's have a look for another question. Tell me a tip to stay focused on studying without getting distracted. I might let you answer this one as well, actually. What's your tip for staying focused without getting distracted?
Well, that's a hard one. How about not watch this live stream and actually go studying?
No. Keep watching the live stream. No, I'm joking. Basically, I would say, for me anyway, I need to go somewhere where there are no distractions at all. So, for example, back when I was at university, I would go to the university library and I'd leave my phone in the car, and because obviously my phone is like my biggest distraction of all. So yeah, and like you have to be quiet and you have to sit there and kind of be productive. It's pretty much the only way I could get through some of the larger assignments as well.
The second problem you'll actually have on studying is getting off topic. So when you're studying, the one problem you have is there's so much new stuff around and so much rabbit holes that you could go down, so that you should ask yourself like every quarter hour, what is that really something I need, and so on. Also, you should probably edit your host file to block like the popular distractions like Facebook and Reddit.
That's one way of doing it, yeah. Okay, another question. Oh wait, there's a lot of conversation in here about Cisco reference material. So I'll just skip past that.
Yeah, for the Cisco reference material, I assume most of you guys are new because else you won't be asking this. I can actually answer that quite well because I have recent experience with it. So Cisco has a site called Net Academy, which is from Cisco itself. It contains about 200 hours of presentation materials just for CCNA alone. It's only available in English, but it's about what you need for the CCNA. The CCNA is the first big exam. It has 3 parts. It used to have 4. And you can do them separately, but you need all 3. Then you have the CCNA. After that, you'll get a job with a CCNA. After that, if you want to go really deep in, you can do a CCNP, where not all stuff is available online. You'll actually have to get offline material for it.
Yeah, it's I remember when I did the CCNP way back now, and yeah, there wasn't I don't think Netcat even existed at that time. But yeah, the way I got through it basically was just by doing the CCNA coursework, and there was some labs that you could also do I did it through Pearson VUE at the time. So I had like 2 weeks of classes with Pearson VUE, and before doing all of that, I had all of their coursework to work through, it's just like a massive booklet that you work through each one, and it gives examples that you can then use later in your lab, which is yeah, that was the way I did it. But I'm sure things have changed a lot since then. That was like, God, almost like 8 years ago. I think so. Pretty long time ago now. Let's see. Someone says here, the bugs are not left out to find because all the bugs are found by professionals who has 3 to 4 years experience in bug bounty, so there is no bugs left out for beginners. Yeah, but don't take that as how it sounds. I would still say it's worthwhile as a learning experience, but for like a career choice to make quick money, it's you're not going to make quick money. Basically, I've said it a few times, and it's just so unlikely to make some quick money out of bug bounties. It's not impossible. I'm not saying that it can't be done. I'm just saying that you're less likely to make money out of it like that.
You're probably going about it the wrong way. So the guy I know that made the most out of bug bounties, he made about $500,000 in 4 years. Actually used a lot of bots and automated tools for scanning stuff, because they're found by professionals because they use automated equipment and submit halfway full bug reports within half an hour of the bug actually starting to exist. They will check newly stuff that newly opens.
Yeah, so I mean, like that learning process to be able to build an automated system, I guess, that's sort of the process that I'm talking about. If like I guess you could just go out and grab all of those tools and without any experience of actually having found bugs, though, I think it would be quite difficult to build an automated tool to do it super quick, unless you just bought one, right?
Buying tools for that is pointless for the exact way. What you want to do is you want to do bugs that you found one type of bug you found somewhere you want to build a tool for, custom self-made Python tools normally, and then just use something like burp repeaters to fire your own scripts to test for this specific vulnerability anywhere that is on a bug program. So you don't want to search different vulnerabilities. You want to search one area, like parsing in JavaScript can be your area where you specialize, and then you just only search for bugs there with automated tools. And wherever you think there could be a problem with your tool thinks there could be something that's out of the ordinary, that's when you actually take a look at it, and that's when you have the potential to find bugs.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to another question. Also, big fan. Can you tell me what should be my tech stack to become an ethical hacker? What do you recommend? What's your tech stack, I guess? Hey, we got another person in the voice chat. Who we got? Arion?
Yes. Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, I had a question. I can't really hang for long. I'll have to watch the stream later, but when you have a moment, I know you got a bunch of questions fired at you.
Yeah, man. Just turn up your mic a little bit. I can't really hear you too well.
1 sec.
Okay, about the question from the tech stack, I would argue that the tech stack doesn't matter as long as you keep it simple and consistent. So Linux plus Python does actually a lot of work, but you really need, what matters a lot more than the tech stack is understanding your own stack. Like, you will need to be capable of crafting your own stuff, like crafting packets manually.
That's it. I reckon I've actually, like, in my experience, I've only ever really gotten into Python as a language itself. To be completely honest, I've pretty much gone through my whole career entirely on Python, Bash, and a little bit of C here and there. And like, I'm able to read other languages, but I'm definitely not like super professional. I'm not as good as any of the others as I am with Python or like running through different Bash commands. So, and that's gotten me to where I am now. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Is my mic a little better now?
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Cool. One question. I'm in the U.S., so it's probably a little different than for both of you guys. But my main issue is I've been doing help desk IT for a year and a half at an MSP, and kind of looking to just jump into security. But I'm seeing a lot of security clearance. I don't know if you have kind of any advice on how to kind of get that or go around it or something.
Yeah, we do that in Australia as well. A lot of the, especially government related, pretty much all of the government related cybersecurity jobs require you to have a certain level of clearance. Over here they call it negative vetting 1 as your minimum level of clearance that you need to have. A lot of the times you can get sponsored by another organization to give you that clearance, but it's pretty tough. So I think, like, a lot of the time you do have to pay for it yourself, unfortunately, and it can be quite expensive depending on which one you need to get. Yeah.
Exactly.
I know it from contacts in America. The way you get it in America for free, the only way you can really get it for free, unless you get a big sponsorship, is if you commit to joining the military for a certain amount of year, that they will include getting you those clearances for free. But it comes at the opportunity cost of committing to a military academy for some time.
Yeah, that definitely was an option. I definitely was thinking about it just when I graduated college about 2 years ago, because like you get like an officer rank as well, and that would have been included as well, the security clearance. But just wanted to just jump into IT, right away. But yeah, no, that was pretty much it. Thanks guys.
Cool. Okay. Thanks for asking the question.
Yeah, not a problem. See ya.
See ya. All right, we got a lot of activity in the chat here. I seem to have hit the Australia, New Zealand, and India time zone pretty hard. So let me see. I'm trying to pick a good question here. The effect of coronavirus on the cybersecurity field. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
Go first. I just recently read a paper on it.
Okay, I'll I'll give a very blunt, typical DC answer to it. So, from what I've seen, locally anyway, is that small businesses are suffering mostly from the impacts of cybersecurity, not just financially but also technically. A lot of them have had to lay off their IT staff if they had any, or cancel managed service agreements that they might have had with different managed service providers. So that little gap there has then created basically an opportunity, from what I've seen, for malicious people or actors, whatever you want to say, to take advantage of the situation. And it's basically just causing havoc all over the place from what I've seen. People like even larger organizations at the same time, they didn't have enough licenses maybe for something like Citrix or their VPN connection or whatever it was they were using. So then the IT managers then said to them, okay, you need to open up, we need to get these people working. There's no other choice. Otherwise we're going to lose money, and it's all about the money, right? So they basically say to the IT staff, okay, just let them in. So I've seen a couple of places, and you'll probably be able to see them on Shodan, where your remote desktop ports are opening up all over the place, and it's a little bit scary. So yeah, that's my view so far of the effect of COVID on cybersecurity. I haven't seen too many job losses in the industry. It's mostly just been a change of what the roles are that you're doing. So a little bit more spread out, I guess. But yeah, that's my answer.
My take is similar, but you see that stuff going on all the time, not just when there is a panic like COVID. The bigger problem, that's actually what I read a paper on, is the economic crisis that potentially could follow from COVID. Because how the current mechanics are set up, if we get into a significant global crisis, is you get unemployed people in developing nations, and nowadays they have enough IT experiences that they can then be recruited by all the bad guys, because the good guys no longer have enough budget and works because of the crisis. And the problem then is that the threat actors can scale up massively with all that unemployed people that still have some IT knowledge. Yeah. Because you don't need a lot to write the malware. And a problem at the same time is you have shrinking IT security budgets in the crisis. So that's when the actual big impact of Corona is gonna happen, not directly now.
Yeah, it'll come later. I agree as well. Let's have a look. So, Corona effect on cybersecurity equals bounty prices went down. Interesting. Video conferencing software and servers are being targeted. Increase in spam and phishing. I have definitely seen an increase in phishing. That's true. And low customer support from companies. I'm not sure about that last bit, but yeah, perhaps. I guess like Komodo Warren said, the budgets are getting tighter from these companies, because a lot of these companies that have like an in-house IT support, their business isn't made from IT, basically. Their business is made from some other revenue stream, and IT is just there to support all of the members. So yeah, please suggest some resources to practice. There's plenty of CTFs out there if CTFs are your thing. There's lots of programs on things. If you're looking for bug bounties specifically, there's some on BugCrowd as well as HackerOne. There's quite a few free resources out there. I'd probably, if it were me, I would just Google exactly what it is I'm looking for, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing I can recommend. However, I it's highly suggested to take one thing that DC just said very serious. Look exactly what you're looking for. If you're just doing random stuff all over that's somewhat IT security related, you're never gonna get good at the specific thing, and that will get frustrating.
That's it. You'll end up going down like a rabbit hole of learning, and it's going to be a very short and frustrating experience, basically. So yeah, stick to one thing quickly. Like, just decide, okay, I want to learn. If it's bug bounties, learn bug bounties. Or I want to learn networking, just stick with networking for a period of time at least, until you've got a decent understanding of it. Okay, let's have a look. Some more questions. Any courses or videos for learning the network fundamentals? There is actually a CTF on what was it? The fundamentals of networking, and it goes through the different layers of networking as well. Not just it's a very broad overview. It then follows up with a CTF on Wireshark on analyzing packets, which I found quite fun, and it's an interesting one to have a look at. So I'm sure there are lots of network fundamental resources out there, though. I'm sure of it, as far as free courses go. Hey DC, how's your quarantine? Could you suggest us some cool, productive cybersec CTFs and games to play? I'm already bored from the famous ones. I do actually have one very well laid out CTF website that I came across the other day. I'll just quickly grab the link for you. It's called Crypto Hack, and I think it's just cryptohack.com, or no, it's cryptohack.org. I'll throw it in the chat there. But yeah, cryptohack.org is just yet another CTF website, but it's the layout of the website makes you want to keep going back and using it. So yeah, definitely worth checking out, I think. Someone says, where is your office? My office is it's a virtual office. So my house is my office, basically. I don't really go into an office space as such. I sometimes work out of co-working spaces, but seeing as everything's in quarantine at the moment, I am not allowed to go to any co-working spaces. So yeah, I just do all of my work from home. As long as I have my laptop with me, I can do my entire job. Are you working or are you a student? I work for myself. I'm definitely not a student anymore. Although, saying that, I have never stopped learning. And that's probably something fairly important to talk about, which is, and I was just talking with Komodo before about this actually, where I have never really stopped learning since doing university. So there was a period where I was, like, you have periods of where you're just working away and you're doing the job. But even then, really, you're not, you never really stop learning, because there's all different technologies that come out and different solutions and different architectures and then different designs for systems as well. And it's a never-ending learning experience. Don't let that overwhelm you, though. It's I'm saying that in a positive way, that in the way that it keeps life interesting when you're at work. So imagine going to work and having something new and exciting to do every single week, a new project to work on, or something like that. I think it's a great thing, being able to constantly learn and keep your brain working towards solving problems, because that's essentially what IT is the service is that you're solving problems. Someone says, that's a hell of an advice there. Stick to specific field. Yeah, it's yeah, it is what it is. Try the Cyber Mentors networking playlist. I haven't looked at that, so I wouldn't know, but I'm sure if from what I've seen of him, he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. So, yeah, maybe it's good. My opinion on Port Swigger Labs. I've never actually done any of the Burp Suite labs before. I've just learnt by playing with the software itself and watching YouTube videos, to be completely honest. As well as the OSCP, there was a section in there on Burp Suite. But yeah, we've got Hamilton Fungula. Interesting last name. Hey DC, what are the minimum specs requirements of a laptop for hacking, and what laptop RAM do you advise? Do you want to answer this one, Komodo? Because I've done this question to death.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Minimal specs is anything that looks common. If you want to use it on the field, here's my advice. Use a standard issue MacBook, because that's not that's something everybody would expect someone to have in an office. Yes, it can be a MacBook that runs Kali Linux, but please make it look like a MacBook with no sticker on it, because else people will ask questions.
Yeah, let me give you an example of not what to do with your MacBook. So this is my 2012 MacBook, which usually has Kali on it. There's a couple of Cisco DevNet stickers. There's a Hackaday sticker. There's a skull and bones up the top. There's all sorts of. It just looks like it looks sus as, right? It doesn't fit in with the corporate environment. My laptop that I actually use every day though is just a plain laptop. There's no stickers on it. It's just a silver MacBook, space gray or whatever the hell they call it. But I could do everything on there that I could do on that other one as well. So I guess what's the minimum specs? You can literally do cybersecurity on a Raspberry Pi, which is like pretty minimum specs. You don't need anything special to do any sort of ethical hacking roles. If you want to future-proof yourself, maybe get something a little bit better than that. Yeah, it depends on you really. If there's no like best laptop in the world for hacking, it doesn't it doesn't really exist like that. It doesn't quite work in that way. Where's the DEF CON sticker? I've never been to DEF CON. There's no DEF CON in Australia, and I don't want to fly all the way to the US just to do DEF CON. So maybe one day I'll get a DEF CON sticker.
I also have a laptop like this that is carried like all over with stickers, but yeah, you just should have a second device where you actually have proper tech tooling set up and tested on it if you ever want to use or demonstrate something in the field that is like something you can bring into a business environment without the security going ham about it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you pull out, like if I pull out that laptop in in an on-site pen test, yeah, people they'll laugh at me. Basically, it's ridiculous. I did it just because I thought it was funny, to be honest. But yeah. What's this guy saying? I want to learn on behalf of local host. Can you suggest some better sites? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you suggest any room or site for practicing Windows Privesk? Yes, there is a new box on TryHackMe, which I just saw the other day. I'll go over there now and I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, it's a brand new room and it looks awesome. So I would highly recommend that. I don't know if it's a free room or not. You might need to have a subscription to do that. But yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll go and find it for you. If you guys do want to sign up for TryHackMe, I might as well plug it now. There's a link in the description which will get you access to, I think, 1 or 2 of the subscriber-only rooms for free. And yeah, it'll help support the DC CyberSec channel. I get like $1 if you actually sign up to TryHackMe as a subscriber anyway. I don't get anything else. Where is it? It's a new one.
About the guy asking about the local hosts. So good stuff you can set up on local hosts is, for example, the OWASP project has something called the IT Security Shepherd that you can then use to train on local hosts.
Pretty cool. I'm just trying to find this this Windows Prevesc one. I'm not sure. I can't find it. There is one on TryHackMe though, so yeah, definitely go check it out. I want to know whether a master's degree in information security can help in getting high-paid jobs. And I'm a CH and have just finished my bachelor's from computer science in India. Yeah, I mean, like, a master's is pretty good if you want to get into higher paying jobs. Like, I'm not sure if you mean like management or something above whatever you're getting paid now, but I would probably look at like an MBA or something, to be honest, if you want to get into management. But yeah, I guess like a master's is a great option to take as well. Manan Girl says, can we talk over Discord? Yep, just message me on Discord and I'll come and have a chat. There's like general chat and there's a 1,000 different chat rooms on there that you can talk to me, so yeah. Status Guru says, you're married. No, I'm not married. I'm engaged, but I'm not married. This guy's just like trolling the chat with random stuff. What's your Discord ID? It's in the description. Go and click on it. It's like discord.gg, etc. Do you think cryptocurrency is linked with cybersecurity? Or it can be. Yeah, I like. How do I even answer this question? Yeah, cryptocurrency is linked with cybersecurity in a way, but in a similar way that, you know, money is linked with everything else. So, yeah. We got a new person in the voice chat. It's Cypher. Welcome to the voice chat, man. Please tell me some great tips on grabbing a network security job as a fresher with zero experiences. It's going to be very difficult. It depends on where you are in the world. I know in Australia, if you're fresh out of university and you don't have a CCNA and you want a network engineer role, they will reject you immediately. You basically need a CCNA as a minimum. I'm not sure if that's the same everywhere else in the world, but yeah.
In Europe, you have a bit advantage that at the moment, if you're halfway security labeled, if you have any kind of experience you can show, or at least enough interest, you'll normally get a job, at least a student job on a low salary. But it's generally not hard in Europe at the moment because there's a lot more demand for such people than there's supply.
That's good. I wish it were the same here. There's not so much. There's always a pretty steady demand for network engineers, but they always require a CCNA pretty much as a minimum. You don't really need to have a degree to get in, but it would certainly help out. But yeah. Where's the other questions? What is your monthly income? Yeah, no. What a question. Roadmap for practicing network penetration for OSCP. The coursework for the OSCP is pretty much, what I find anyway, more than enough. There is an OSCP practice box on TryHackMe. I know I sound like a parrot or a broken record, but TryHackMe is actually a very good resource to play with. So yeah, I wish back when I did my OCP that there was a TryHackMe existed, but it didn't, unfortunately. What do you think of rootme.org? Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't been there for a while now. I probably haven't been there for at least a year, I'd say. But yeah, last time I had a look, it was pretty cool. I compare it fairly similarly to what's that other one? Over the Wire. It's very similar in its style and design of boxes to over the wire. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, I might actually wrap this stream up. We've been going for about an hour now. It's been fun talking to all of you and answering your questions. If you do have more questions, drop them in the comments when the video goes live, or ask on the Discord channel. There's a lot of people in there who are willing to help and answer as many questions as they can, as well as myself. So yeah, I'll see you guys around, and thanks for coming along. Cheers for having a chat, Komodo. It's been great having you on the live stream to help me answer these questions.